segueing off of this, somebody else asked me another question. They asked me about, I'm just going to touch on this very briefly, and then I'm going to move on. Somebody asked me, what do I think about Brother Polight? I can sum up what I think about him in 2 words: con man. I think there have been enough people who have shown proof of that. I was the person who first talked to you all about this fraud of status correction. There's just been a whole bunch of nonsense that's gone on there. So if you want to know what I think, that is what I think. But the problem is, it shouldn't really take me to say anything. And I'm really kind of disappointed and quite frankly offended that I would even need to say something. So you're writing and asking me about something that shouldn't even require that. And I'm not really 100% certain what some of your motives are behind it, but if you're asking me, that's where I am. So you can take that as you may for what it's worth.
Peace, you know who this is. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel and hit the bell. Also, family, donate to me if you can. And if you want me to shout you out, make sure you let me know that you wanted me to shout you out or you wanted me to make a certain type of video. I will do that for you. Just let me know. Now we got to get on to this video. 1. Jason Black. You were not the first person to call Brother Polight out on status correction. Not even close. Because he wasn't even the first one doing it. I was calling people out about that long time ago. 2. If it's not necessary for you to speak out about Brother Polight scamming people, remember, family, at this time, Brother Polight was the second biggest name in the whole community. Whether you want to call it the conscious community or a part of I'm not a part of the conscious community, but all I deal with is conscious information, pro-black genre, whatever you want to call it. Brother Polight was the second biggest name in the community behind Dr. Umar at the time. So if it's not necessary to speak out against the second biggest name, then who is it necessary to speak out against? Who is it? Who's it necessary to speak out against? Because everybody else you spoke out against is all small fries compared to Brother Polight. Brother Polight scammed people out of millions of dollars. Made millions of dollars in this pro-black space. And it wasn't necessary to speak out against him. Why should you speak out against him? Because you're supposed to care about the people. 3, you do know the motivations behind it. Because you cut that off by saying, what do you think about Brother Polight? I sent people there to ask you that question about what you feel about Brother Polight being in Hitting Colors 5. Because we gave you some time to address it. You didn't address it. Because Tariq announced it. See, I was wilding them up about it. I wanted to see, was anybody else going to say anything about it? Nobody did. So I was sending people to your chat like, hey, how you feel about Brother Polight being in Hitting Colors 5? You pretended like you didn't see the rest of that. You just talked about Brother Polight in general. And then you said, I don't know why y'all asking me that. You know why people was asking you that. Because of Hitting Colors 5. And you're so much of a coward that you couldn't even address it. Because you was afraid Tariq was going to roast you. Coward. You always bullying people on your little show. Muting them, calling them names, switching the subject. And then when people try to interact with you on a neutral platform, you don't want to interact with them. You want to mute them. You want to block them. You don't want to engage. Because you're a coward. Like, you must have learned your lesson going on neutral platforms like you was doing back in the day, and you was getting curb stomped. So you know not to do that anymore. And you knew at this time you was really meat riding Tariq heavy. So you knew not to come out against him. Because if let somebody else had did a documentary, putting Brother Polight in it, talking about running his scams, talking about his scams, you would have did broadcast after broadcast after broadcast about it. But Tariq do it, you silent. And then when people ask you about it, it's, I don't know why you're asking me about it. You answered that question in the middle of one of your little lives and spent basically less than a minute addressing it. You probably spent like a minute and 10 seconds addressing it. Imagine spending only a minute and 10 seconds addressing, in the middle of a live that lasts hours, addressing the second biggest name in your community, doing a documentary with the biggest DVD maker in the community, and not feeling like that's not broadcast worthy. Like, why are people even asking me? It's not even a big deal. You a coward. And I think that's why you're still mad at me. Because I bullied you into talking about Tariq. And you did it in a cowardly manner. And Tariq saw it, and that's when he stopped really dealing with you for a little hot minute. Until y'all came back together for that whole FBA nonsense. Coward. You are weak. You are a coward. That's why you block me on X. That's why y'all be flagging me. Because you know you can't engage with me. I'm too smart for you. Or just not even engage with me personally. Just engage with the information. You can't do that. I can't be refuted. But anyway, I'm going to end this video here. Like, share, subscribe. Drop me a comment telling me what you think. And remember, family, if you donate to me, let me know if you want a shout out, or you just donating to me because you want me to make a video, or you just donating to me because you want to show love. And I appreciate every dollar that is sent to me. So if you donate $1, know I appreciate it. And I will respond to you. And I will thank you personally for it. And I will want to end this video here. Like, share, subscribe, drop me a comment, tell me what you think. And on that note, family, peace.